Precisely on time from the timer on the screen. We were close this time. I mean, we're all neurodivergent. Let's get so fucking real here. We're never on time for anything ever. I should really go live 5 minutes early so that we are right on time every time. It's good to see you all. We are back with another episode of Mistlost, episode 55. We are going to go around and introduce all of our lovely players as per usual. We're going to start with the top left of our screen with Soul.
Hello everyone, my name is Soul, and I use they them pronouns. If you didn't catch the first episode of Hunters 2012 last Friday, please, you can always catch up on Dax's YouTube channel to see me being hilarious. Honestly, the whole crew is hilarious. You guys gotta watch it. Otherwise, I am Synarch Fangbreaker, Roguelock, who uses he, they pronouns. And that's me.
Moving on to Alyssa.
Hello, I'm Alyssa. My pronouns are they, them, and I play Revelation, our Aasimar, not Circle of Stars Druid, our Aasimar Paladin. Now, I've said it for 52 episodes. It's hard to change. Rev uses she, they pronouns. Oh, but also, you can find me starting next Tuesday and for 4 subsequent Tuesdays on Game Master Monday. I am GMing a game of Soothwardens, which is about gay feelings and monsters or whatever. That's me.
We love Game Master Monday in this house. Moving on to Sharmy.
Hello, I am Sharmy, also known as Captain Sharmy, various places around the internet. I will be playing Aurora Incineratus, the Fire Genasi, hot girl, Nikita's girlfriend. Gonna bully her mom about a diamond, but probably fail. We both use she, her pronouns, and you can also check me out on Saturdays at 8:30 p.m. over on Another World Tabletop, playing Vampire the Masquerade with Mandy. So, yeah, check us out.
We're hot vampire bitches in that game. Moving on to Aki.
Hello, I'm Aki, or Kino. If you're feeling fancy, pronouns are she, her. I am playing, there you go, Dayu, silver hair, bunny bar, necromancer. I always forget who I'm playing for some reason. Also, uses she, her pronouns. What the fuck am I doing? doing things. Just follow me on socials. And this Friday is another Curse of Sapphics episode. My heart says 8.
8.
My heart
You're
says
right.
it's 8.
Yep, it's 8.
Yep. So same time.
And 2
but
more
on Friday.
episodes left in the season. We're almost done with the first season.
Yeah. And if you need to catch up, go on Mandy's YouTube channel where all of it has been uploaded. Not all of it. You get what I mean. The shit's there, okay? Oh my goodness.
Moving on to Madi. I'm gonna save you from yourself.
Thank you.
We believe you. Hello, I'm Mariana. I also go by Lagrimosa with a 0 on Blue Sky and other places, and I play Nikita Ayaga, the Wood Elf Barbarian, and we both go by she/her pronoun.
And last but not least, hello everybody. I am Mandy, or the Mandy, all over the internet. I realize Discord is making me cut out a lot, but I know the stream is picking up every single word that I say. So fuck you, Discord. Please fix your shit. It's been doing this to me for 3 days now. It's driving me nuts. And yes, I did fix my settings. Anyway, you can find me all over the internet at the Mandy. This is my channel, so if you don't know who I am, what the fuck are you doing here? Also, GMing this game every Wednesday. I am participating in as a player / victim of Aki in the Curse of Sapphics game. You can find me also very frequently over on Magi RPG and a variety of other channels, including every Saturday night with Charmy playing VTM, being hot vampire bitches who like to seduce people and then kill them. It's no big deal. I have super high humanity. I don't know what you're talking about. And soon to be in the future, we did talk on Sunday quite a bit. I'm going to be doing a lot more stuff on this channel in the very near future, including a VTM game coming later this year called Vice City by Night. An announcement has already been made about that. The cast has been cast, but I have not announced who they are yet. That is coming soon, TM. I am so excited for this project. It is going to be fucking sick. It's gonna be phenomenal and absolutely crazy. I have some wild shit planned for my players, so stay tuned for more on that. I'm also plotting a game, at least one game, to GM over on Magi RPG. So, if anybody here on the Mistlost crew wants to be a hot goth pirate, I have a couple of seats open. We're gonna be playing Rapscallion. I don't know what day it's gonna happen. I'm still reading the rule book, but I kickstarted Rapscallion and I'm super excited about it. So, anyway, stay tuned on that. It's still in the planning. Phases. But I would love to get a couple more people at the table. I already promised a seat to Momo, the Momo B, for those of you who are familiar. And I've been talking to the Dandy GM, aka Andy, who said that he also wanted to play in this game, so I want to get a few more people in. Anyway, a quick recap of what we've been doing so far. The party, finally, I'm gonna have to do this from memory because I took no notes last session. I literally have 2 words on this page, and I can't read them because it's scribble. I'm just gonna blink at the camera. I can't read my own handwriting, chat. Sometimes it happens. I don't know what the fuck that note was supposed to be. This is my life now. They arrived back in Okurai by way of traveling through the Shingus tree, which has many, many runes carved into the bark of it that they did observe on their way into the city. They found that Okurai is very heavily guarded now, and a lot of things have changed. Nova Incineratus temporarily has full authority over Okurai and its citizens, and is doing her very best to be vigilant in protecting the city because things are happening to the barrier. Call back to past episodes when they received warnings about somebody arriving at the Veil of Night. So they've closed down the border of the Veil of Night. people are scared. Some people are looking to leave, including Synarch's former polycule, who have since adopted some of the kids and are looking to potentially relocate depending on whether or not things get more dangerous. The party has learned some things about the Amaria Wilds in terms of what to expect there, shifting landscapes and living trees that might try to misdirect unwelcome travelers who are not attuned with nature appropriately, or attuned specifically with the wilds, I should say. So that is a factor as well. Some of the party have reconnected with some of their family, friends, and loved ones. Got some shopping done, given some gifts, gotten some hugs from dragons. No big deal. Aurora learned of a tomb from her predecessor. What was her first name? Ashspark. Ashspark is the surname of her father's bloodline, which is the bloodline she gets her sorcerer powers from. I think it's Emny Ashspark, I think. I can't remember nothing.
Surprisingly, I can't read my own note. So.
We are two peas in a pod, my friend. Let me pull this up here.
Oh, thank you, Marty.
Is it Ashlinza?
Lapis Ashspark. Ferrani Ashspark, and now Aurora. Opal Ashspark, or Nanny Opal, did not inherit powers to the extent that Aurora currently has. She only knows a couple of cantrips. Even though she is well versed in the knowledge of magic, she cannot cast beyond the level of a cantrip. So that is, something that you have learned. I'm trying to think what else. What did I miss? Y'all. Oh, you learned that nobody has heard from Morgan the Great, not the Morgan, not to be confused with the Morgan. Morgan the Great. She is the fawn druid, or satyr druid, that is one of the sages. Nobody has heard from her, which is very strange. She is normally very communicative. And that communications have gone out to Queen Anon Visser and Vestifier Brand's daughter. I don't think I revealed her name to you. And to find out statuses of what is going on in regards to the other places of power. Both of those other contingents of adventurers have been sent to, while you have been tasked with going to the Amaria Wilds and finding Morgan the Great and finding out what is happening there. I think that's everything. Did I miss anything? No, that's everything. Yeah, we kind of speed ran a whole lot of lore last session. And now, who would like to go first? I know Dayu and Revelation both did not have big moments last episode in terms of your own. Okay. Aki, you're being put on the spot. So we are going to start with what you are up to. Which is to say, what are you up to, my dear?
What am I up to? So after Boba, and then we all like kind of split up, I think I would like to go to the temple.
Okay.
I will be bringing Kazu as well.
Yeah, of course. He will go with you. So you are going to the our Mother of the Lost.
Mother of the Lost.
Shrine.
Yeah, there you go. Off the top
Yep.
of my fucking dome.
Yep, you did that. You did that right off the top of the dome, and it's been a long time since you guys have been back. It has been a good 10 to 15 episodes since you've been back, so good job on that. So you head across town to our Mother of the Lost, which is located in the outer ring, near some of the actually not near any of the other temples. Our Mother of the Lost is actually in the in one of the residential areas of the city, not terribly far away from the Constellation Lounge. But it's like a good block and a half away from that, tucked up back up against one of the ringed walls into the next section of the city. So there's like a little courtyard between the back of the temple and the very tall wall leading into the next ring. But yeah, you approach our Mother of the Lost, which is a pretty large building. Aluna Seren has quite a large presence in the Veil of Night, as she is the night, literally. Her hair is the night sky. In every instance you have seen of her, both when meeting her and in depictions. So you arrive on the doorstep. Whether you've got an umbrella or not is your choice. It is still raining. But you and Kazuhiko approach.
Because you might have mentioned it, but I'm blanking a little bit. Vibes-wise, does it feel as like kind of off like the rest of the city, or is this still kind of like?
That is a good
The same.
question. Give me, I'm gonna ask you for not an insight check, but I will take wisdom.
Just
a
straight
wisdom roll. Yeah.
Okay.
We're testing your intuition here a little bit.
14.
14.
Yeah, 14.
As you walk up to, I'm actually gonna have Kazu roll as well, just for funsies. Okay. Just for funsies. Okay, he rolled a little higher than you. That's good. You walk up to the temple, and the energy is a little different here. It doesn't feel as alive as it has in the past. There are acolytes here and priestesses, same as usual, but you notice a distinct lack of attendance, of pilgrims, of people who are seeking peace within the sanctuary of the temple. It feels a little empty here. It doesn't feel quite right.
I start making little hand biscuits because I don't like that vibe change. And I was mostly here to say hi and like maybe burn some incense for like a little prayer and like check in with some people. But now I think I wanna commune a little bit and just like check in.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do all of that plus something extra, basically.
Okay. So you walk into the sanctuary?
Yes.
You walk amongst the stone benches that adorn this place. There is artwork on the walls, mostly celestial in nature. And in the back center of the room is the largest of the statues in the temple of Aluna Seren herself. Almost like she's kind of floating. Not her statue is not, but the pose that she is in is floating because her hair cascades down so that her body, or where her feet would be, aren't touching the ground. Not that you can see that in the mass of hair that flows down. The etchings of stars and constellations all within her hair, flowing down like water to the base of the statue. There are little offerings everywhere like normal. You can smell the faint scent of incense smoke. A little bit faded now, as though somebody had burned something earlier, but it is gone and dissipating. There are acolytes in the wings of the room, going about their typical chores, cleaning, tidying up the offerings and making sure they're neat, replacing old offerings with new ones, like typically what you would see particularly in like Vietnamese or Chinese shrines, where you take the food once it's getting too old and you replace it with new, that kind of thing. And that is essentially what you see here.
Okay. I think I want that direct connection, so I think I'll be giving my prayers to the big statue. My favorite statue is outside.
The little one in the courtyard.
Yeah, that's my favorite one, where she looks like more like, okay, somebody made this on one gigantic fucking rock. That's the one that I like, because I like it. It's
that is the one that
there.
you have a more personal connection with. It's true.
But I think the big one is the one I should pray to today.
Give me just a second, but I am listening.
Oh yeah, big one, just because it's the big one. I'm also under the assumption that it would be in a more public space, so if other people wanted to join in, but are like prayer shy, they can.
Yeah, okay. So you're doing this in the main sanctuary area. Okay.
I'm a priestess, people can feel really shy when it comes to
Are you
trying
wearing
to
your priestess
commune.
robes, or are you wearing your regular clothing?
I don't think I had time to change into the priestess robes, but I do. Yeah, but I have been in here, so I feel like.
Oh yeah.
I've been living here for
People
like 2
will probably
years, so I
recognize
think
you.
people would if anything. Yeah, I do have like my when I went to when we went up the mountains, I swapped out my jade one for a like big ass wooden holy symbol, just because I really didn't want the jade one to get lost or fall off or something, on the off chance that it did. Now I'm gonna wear them both, because why not?
Yeah.
You can't stop me.
Of course.
Double holy,
Okay.
So yeah,
So
I'm just gonna be rocking all of that.
yeah.
And I
So
will-
as you were going through leading a prayer, I'm nudging the dog because he's chewing on his paws. He's driving me nuts, bud. What is it that you
Old
do
man.
first?
What does I do first? Going to clean the altar if it needs cleaning, but I'm gonna do it via magic, just because I don't have we probably have like a set of like proper tools to clean things more thoroughly, and more respectfully, but I don't have time for that right now. So I'm gonna use magic to clean the altar if needed. I'm gonna pull out my own incense and whatnot, light them, burn them. If there's a couple candles that need it, they also get lit. And I'm gonna ask Kazu if he wants to pray. If not, then he can go. Then he can do whatever. If he wants to just sit or chill, or maybe go outside because he doesn't want to be in here, all of that is fine.
Yeah.
But I want to ask,
You
Yeah.
want to pray?
Yeah. Sure. He
Okay.
will get out some incense of his own, and will light that as well. And he'll Are you sitting? Are you kneeling? Are you standing?
I think I'm standing for this one.
Okay.
Mhm.
He will stand next to you and say, are you going to try to talk to her again?
Mhm. And if not, then that's okay, because she's gonna hear it anyways.
He'll put a reassuring hand on your shoulder. I'm sure she'll listen to you.
She listens to everybody. It's more like she gonna show up.
Yeah, true. Well, let's give it a try. And he'll stand next to you. He'll hold your hand if you let him, and bow his head and close his eyes. Assuming you were doing something similar as you pray to Aluna Seren. Roll me D100.
One sec, I'm looking. I'm
And I'm not going to tell you if low or high is good. We'll have to see what you get.
Okay. Fixing up the dice. Well, I hope it was okay. 98.
You bow your head and focus on Aluna Seren. What are you praying about specifically?
So it's a little bit different when Dayu has time to really like commune with the stars and moon. It's usually the moon because she's like her the burrow kind of made Aluna Seren like a moon specific deity. So like when she communes with the moon, if she has more time, then she kind of just almost full on catches Aluna Seren up with the journey. As if she wasn't fucking watching. You know, like, it's one of those things. It's like, oh, last time. And it's basically a 20 episode recap. Yeah. It's that's kind of how she does it. Versus like when we're out on the road and I need to do a quick prayer, a lot of that time, then it's like protection, whatever. This case, because I have time, it's a 25 episode recap or something like that. Less than 20, I know that.
Yeah. So you mentally catch her up on everything that's been happening with you, kind of conversationally, but you do not fall into that liminal space as you sit here. But you can tell, you know that she listens to you. You know that she keeps an ear out for you. And you don't feel as though you are unheard, but it seems as though she has not chosen to scoop you up into her realm this time around.
Sorry. That's okay. I think at the end of it, Dai's gonna add on, no offense, the vibes in this place is kind of off. The vibes in the Vale are very, they're thinner. So I don't mind if you take some time not looking out for me and focusing a little bit more on them. I think they need it. Yeah, they know they need it. I was gonna be nice. They kind of look like wet cats, so they need some more attention. That's okay. And then I'm done. I mumble all of it out loud.
Okay. You kind of say your piece, and you notice, actually, roll me perception. Just for shits and giggles.
Oh, forgot how fucking much the bonuses are now. 24?
You definitely notice, a couple of the acolytes over in the wing over to your right. They are absolutely watching you, and one of them snickers a little bit when they hear you talking like, hey, you need to give people more attention, like the vibes are the vibes are not immaculate here right now. And the other one is like smacking the other one's arm like, stop. You definitely notice that. They're like younger acolytes, you haven't seen them before. Probably more like trainees than actually full-fledged acolytes. And you do notice, as you're finishing up, the high priestess kind of walks in, but just as she is doing so, you notice that the flame, the ember on the incense, the flames and the candles dim slightly and then brighten up again. In unison together.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. It's good to see you again. It has been quite some time since you have returned.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All in one piece.
Which is good to see.
Thanks. How are you all doing?
She gives you like a knowing look, and says, well, we are doing what we can for the people here, but spirits are not high in the wake of all these precautions and warnings, and people here are afraid. We do what we can to lighten the load, but it's dire.
I thought so. I wish I could. I mean, we're doing what we can, but I can't really offer the God, words are failing me today. I can't really offer the exact reassurance that you might want.
She will nod. Luckily, I don't expect that of you, or anyone. The cards fall where they may, and if it is to be the end of, she kind of looks up. You know, there's a skylight in this room. She kind of looks up towards the sky. If this is to be the end of the Veil of Night's protection, well, I know that would be what some might call catastrophic, but you can tell she's trying to sound hopeful, but not doing a great job. Great change sometimes requires great cataclysm. Oh, what the hell am I saying? I don't want that to happen, but we're trying our best.
At least, you know, you're not doing it alone, which I think, you know, that makes me feel better personally.
She nods. we're doing all we can to support the people here, but there are many who would need to find another dim or dark location to live in order to be comfortable.
Well, underground is always a thing.
True. That's very true. I know some are beginning to scout areas that are suitable for that, just in case. I have heard of others fleeing. They come here for prayers before they leave, but I'm sure soon they will either evacuate everyone or try to convince them to stay and fight. Hopefully, it does not come to that.
Yeah.
The guard is being very vigilant. And since they've closed the borders, no new travelers have arrived, no more messengers. So...
There is help that's being sent, so hopefully that makes everybody feel at least slightly better.
She'll nod. It makes me feel better. We will stay vigilant and do what we can. How goes your journey?
We will be setting out again soon, this time to the wilds.
Oh. Have you found one of the wild folk or gotten a druid to assist you?
I believe we're going down the druid path to speak to someone. Above table, the name sounds a lot like Mei Lin's, so that's the only one I know. It's
Meilon.
But it's very,
Meilon Reflection, the overseer of the Kaliga Shirai.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah,
They also go by Reflection.
I believe we're going to see the reflection about that later.
She nods. That is a good idea. Well, should you need anything, we will be here. And when you're ready to come back to rest, if you decide to stay here, there will always be space for you.
Thank you.
Of course.
If you need anything before I leave, let me know.
Will do.
Gonna give her a little bit of a bow, and then I will dip.
Yep. Kazu has respectfully kept his mouth shut during that. So you depart, and as you do, Kazu kind of looks over to you and says, "Wow, people are really scared here." I don't blame them.
Yeah, their way of life is getting real unsure, and change is scary.
It is. But I know there are some people here who can't really... They can survive, but not well, outside of dark areas, so it's a concern.
I think they'd have to go underground.
He nods.
That just makes the most sense.
There are
Tree.
caves and there's the burrow.
Mm-hmm.
There's
I'm pretty sure.
Hallowgate. People could try to migrate down there to the south.
Mm-hmm. There's options. There's help. It's just,
What about the mists? That's the thing I'm
Yeah.
concerned about.
I'm worried about the thing that's gonna come out.
I'm very worried about that, but if everything breaks and the mists are gone, there goes much of the Vale's currency, our magic, our way of life.
The Oracle said regardless of what happens, everything's gonna change. It's just, is it gonna change super badly or super okayly?
Okayly. Alright.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because what if regardless the veil has to come down? I don't think the people here would be too happy about that. So it's going to change okayly because that's what we're trying to do.
He nods.
Just think,
But he's got a little bit of a smirk on his face because you keep saying okayly.
it's the medium. It's the middle
it's-
ground. So it's an okay change.
Yep. We're just making up words now. It's fine. It makes sense. He says that like it's a little difficult for him to say that.
You look like a reverse strawberry. Think about that then.
What?
Because your hair is red and then you wear mostly green, so you're a reverse strawberry. Or like a tiny tomato.
All right. Do you need tea or something? Do you need a nap?
No.
You're being a little loopy. He'll bop, not bop, but he'll boop the snoot. Just boop.
Because you're teasing me. Because you're teasing me, so I'm trying to tease you back, but I'm not that witty today.
A reverse strawberry?
Yeah, it's like I said, I'm
All
not
right,
that witty today.
I'll give you a free pass today.
Mhm.
He laughs a little bit.
I can come up with better stuff.
I'm sure you can, and you have.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, if this doesn't go well, if we can't stop whatever this is, I'm assuming we make it out of this. You can come stay with me if there's nowhere for you to go here. In fact, I'd prefer it if that's what you'd like.
Oh. I was under the assumption I was going anyways.
Good, but I'm just making
I was-
sure the quiet part was said out loud.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't really
No,
We haven't really had time to sit down and discuss where we're going to live after all of this.
yeah, no, I haven't really thought about that much either. I mean, let's say it's more than okayly. Let's say everything is
Great?
like 7
Greatly?
Yeah,
Perhaps?
greatly, positively, like 70% better. My gut says it's gonna always be 30% bad, and we're good. Everything's good, Maybe the Earth cracks a little bit. The world cracks a little bit. I don't know where Earth is. I would like to go back to Hollowgate for a little bit.
Alright. We can go there.
See if I can figure some shit out. And I also am just curious to see if maybe if I can't my sister's here. Right?
She's around, but a little bit away, trying to look like she's not eavesdropping on your conversation, but the ears are up.
Yeah, I'm like, this is awful. Even in death, we got good hearing.
Yeah, the
Let's
ears are
focus. Let's-
definitely
let's
up
pay
and
attention.
turned in your direction, but she's looking in the other way, like she's trying to give you privacy, but totally eavesdropping on you.
Like, let's say, like, I'd like to go Hologate, see if I can figure out this.
Yeah, he follows your gaze because he can see
Yeah.
Malin as well.
Figure out that situation one way or another.
Well, she
You know, I'd
seemed
like-
she seemed very happy there, if nothing
Yeah.
else.
And also, I think, you know, they have a population problem. Maybe this will fix it. And you know, I'd like to see if she can live there or something. And then afterwards, I was kind of whatever. I was kind of like whatever you'd like to do. I just want to
Okay.
make sure I get that done.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want me there, I'll be there. We will make sure of it. We'll do whatever we can for Malin. Right, Malin? And she's like, yeah. I mean, I'm not listening.
Mm-hmm.
He just kind of grins at you. And you, Malin, slowly slinks back over because she's been caught.
We have the same fucking like sneaky smile, you know, like we got the same kind of face.
Malin's like,
But you know, things like
I was trying not to listen, but you know, I can only go so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I know. I just didn't want to like it.
The ears are down now, as if you didn't see her with the ears up.
Mm-hmm. We all need surprises. It's not really as if I have to bring her everywhere.
She was like,
But-
I would like to go back to Hallowgate, and definitely find a way to give you two privacy. She kind of looks you both up and down.
Traveling all over the place with like 4 other people, 6 if you count the pets. I don't know what privacy is anymore. We grew up in a hole with other people who can hear super well.
Yep.
Our idea of privacy is going to an open public sauna or hot spring.
That's
I
true.
don't think we don't see that well. And now we both
But wouldn't it
ghosts
be
all the
nice
time.
if you had real privacy?
Yeah, I guess. Maybe.
She kind of nudges Kazuhiko, but she can't because ghost. And he's like, what are you doing? I just want to give you guys privacy, you know? Privacy. You know, so you can give me some nieces and nephews? Finger guns.
Yeah, I didn't want to say the quiet part out loud. But you did, wow.
Kazu was just like, yep, I got it. I got it the first time.
This is not new. Okay, we're both fucking Asian. That's what everybody's been telling us since we were small. Can't wait for the heirs.
Yeah, that's true. Both sides. All right. Anyway, so we'll go to Hellgate after this, assuming everything goes okayly or greatly.
And if it's badly,
It's not going to be
then
badly.
I don't want it to be badly, but if it is badly and I'm somehow still alive, I would like to like help here because I think
Oh,
now I look around and I'm like I'm not gonna say the rest of the part, but I'm just gonna gesture to this place specifically.
he nods. I see what you mean. And he'll give you a little kiss on the forehead. It'll be all right. We'll figure it out one way or another.
We have like the rest of the day. Do you want to go out?
Yes.
Cool. And also, I want to visit my horse, Charlie.
Oh my god,
I put
Charlie.
That's on
yeah.
the list. It's on the list. I made sure
Yeah.
I need you to know that, like, last week, that was actively the only other thing I wanted to do. I didn't think about my god or my boyfriend, the two things my backstory revolves around. I thought about the fucking horse.
Alright, you, your god, your dead sister, and your boyfriend all go to the stables to visit Charlie Horse.
Charlie is the ugliest horse to have ever lived, and I love him dearly. That is specifically what I described him as. He's still so ugly, but that's my man right there.
I gave this party normal
beautiful
looking, nondescript horses, and you decided I want the ugliest horse on the face of the planet. And that's what you get. So
if
yes.
if he had a cutie mark, it would be ugly. It would be to be ugly.
The
That's
word
his
ugly.
talent.
Just the
Mhm.
word ugly.
It would just be a frowny face. Like, it's just unfortunate. Like
I
that
like
one
that he has
other
a
guy.
broken mirror.
Yeah,
not
yes!
The Malkavian symbol.
Just so ugly. I know what Candy Mountain is, by the way. Okay, I was just very small when I first saw that YouTube video.
Stop it.
I know what the fuck do you think? I chose Charlie for a reason. Do you
Stop
think my
reminding
voice?
me.
My voice.
Stop reminding me of how old I am, or I will kill your character.
It's
Stop it.
Coldrake's fault. It's Coldrake's fault. It's not my fault.
Coldrake,
Don't do it.
cut it out.
No, but like for real, but like Candy Mountain. See, do you see?
Of course, I'm sure
like,
me saying that made him feel old because he's older than all of us.
But yeah.
Yes, ma'am. There you go. Yes, sir, to you. You. So you go and go to the stables. Do you want to roleplay this out, or do you want to just say that you do it? It's totally up to you.
I don't need to roleplay
Okay.
it out. I do.
And I know
do
you
it.
go. I know you
I'm-
want to go shopping, and we're stating that in canon, but we're gonna handle the actual shopping and the money stuff off the screen, because the party needs to pool resources together to get more things.
Yeah. And then we'll treat after the Charlie visit. We can treat the rest of the day as like a fun little date, because I'm gonna be so for real. I don't think Dayu knows any fun places. She's just like, I go to where people die, and then I go to the temple. That's my life. Sometimes I go to the market when I want to feel.
When you want to feel alive.
Spontaneous.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So you get your shopping done with all the things that we've discussed: diamond, travel supplies, etc. So you go on about your business, and we are going to move on to Revelation. No more delays.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
I would like to take my boyfriend to meet my mom, I guess.
Okay. You go with Sinark to head to Botan, which is a small town outside of Okurai, where your parents dwell and the rest of the clan / cult that you are from. My question to you is, as you are traveling in this direction, either on horseback or the back of some kind of cart, whatever method of transportation you prefer, or on foot, it takes probably a couple hours on foot to get there, but you can. Do you chit chat on the way there?
I think that we can chit chat. I don't think that Rev says anything about cult or past or mom still being in cult.
Okay, so there's no warning about where we're going.
I mean, there's warning we're going to go see my mom and her partner.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, the knowledge of the cult of Furos is kind of under wraps. It's a secret, if you will. So people don't know that this cult exists in Botan, actually. It is not common knowledge at all. Outside of the actual
Fantastic.
cult. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Sin does ask, what was it like growing up with your parents?
My mom and I traveled a lot when I was younger, before we settled here in Okurai, and then I came out to, or settled in the Vale, rather, and then I came out to Okurai not that much long after.
Do you have a favorite place out there that you saw when you were young?
Out in the world, or just...
Yeah. Outside of the Vale.
I guess I never... I wasn't really paying that much attention to the places or even the people beyond whatever it was that they were hiding.
Well, I guess that means that after all this, if you want to travel, we can go wherever we want.
Yeah. I mean, certainly we should go to Vouchus. If we don't have to already for all of this.
For sure.
I mean, I imagine Valdin would appreciate it, if nothing else.
I mean, there's a lot of places to see. And, you know, I've never seen the ocean, so I've always kind of wanted to see it. And so I'd love to, you know, go with you.
Yeah, that would be nice.
And if we want to ease into things, we can, like, I don't know, investigate a mystery, find out some dark secrets. Be nosy. You know, for nosiness sakes. Maybe get paid for being nosy?
I think that even if nosiness weren't the plan, we might fall into it a little bit.
People are interesting.
Yeah.
Anything that I shouldn't say in front of your mother and her partner?
And Rev kind of pauses because a part of her does not quite believe that Furos is actually gone. In which case, Sin should say nothing to her mother, because it will be used against him. But I will not admit that. So, after a little pause, Rev just says, maybe don't tell her, and gestures to the lightning scars from Aurora. What happened there?
How are those feeling, by the way? I was thinking of picking up a salve for you if they had any remaining stinging. You know, I know a couple people who might have something that might soothe anything if you're feeling any of the other after effects.
No, it's... They feel fine, actually. I'm a little surprised that they're still here after everything. Sort of rustles the wings on her back. But I guess it's just all that energy.
Something to both behold and not, I guess. I was so focused on the Knave Lord, I almost didn't see it happen.
Well, when Aurora's the god queen of some small country, it will be a mark of honor.
Yes, marked by the God Queen. Definitely something to survive and something to use for a drink at least.
I don't know how many bars we'll be finding out in the wilds, but
Yeah, they must only have tea houses out there. All the herbs and stuff.
hopefully Nikita's charm will still work, even if they are abundant with tea.
Well, my idea of wildling tea is probably just, a good amount of rainwater and a fern, maybe. I just...
I mean, that's just how some of the druids do it here, so.
Terrible. And yeah, I think he just seems very excited to go, and like peppers you with questions about like, are there any places that you like to look at in the village, like any views, and just
Yeah. And I think that Rev will like talk a little bit about places in the village and very, very tentatively mention like a specific spot, like in the bordering woods where she used to spend time.
So you continue your conversations, learning a little bit more about one another as Rev begins to, at last, open up to Sin. And let's be real, to the party in recent episodes as well, a little bit. And before too terribly much longer, you do make it to the outskirts of Botan. Botan, for those where we have not spoken of this town in quite some time in this series, is a very small village, mostly populated by the cult of Furos, I have to say, which is why nobody really knows about the cult, because they keep it very tightly under wraps. It's a small, quaint little village. A lot of the cultists are also farmers. And yes, this is a reference to Yu Yu Hakusho, but I like the name Botan, so, what chat doesn't see is that Soul just posted a picture of Botan in our private chat. Oh my god. As you approach the outskirts, you notice a distinct lack of people.
Concerning. But no sign. I mean, this isn't like on the border, so there shouldn't be any festering here, but no sign of like festering or anything.
No sign of festering, no smell of festering. The rain begins to slow as you approach the main thoroughfare through the village, and you very quickly realize there is no one here in this village. No
Yeah.
lights, no people, no animals. But as you approach your mother's home, you can see that the door's closed, but not locked. And when you walk inside, you see evidence that there are some things still here, but some things are not. Some furniture has been moved, and there's a little bit of, I wouldn't say there's like a lot of dust. There's just like it's a little dusty in here, not super dusty, and there is a letter sitting on the table. next to
Great.
a candle that has been left behind that you can light if you wish.
Yeah, I think Rev does a sweep just to confirm that no one's here, and then tears open the letter.
Yeah, you check around the house. There's nobody here. You can tell that there are some belongings missing. Not that your mother was a maximalist. Neither was Iblen. Your mother is Miratash, also known as Cypher, and Iblen, the deep gnome who is Ismira's partner. They're not maximalists, but you can tell that some of their stuff is gone. Some supplies are gone, clothing and things, as though they have packed up. And you do find a letter. And rather than send it to you in secret, given your recent character changes, I will read it to you. My dear Revelation, something has gone wrong with the oracles. Many of them have gone mad and attempted to flee. Some of them were taken down by the guard because they could not be reasoned with. Others have gone catatonic, and some have died. I have decided to direct the rest of us to leave. It seems that Furos no longer favors us, and so we are abandoning our posts. I do not know if you will ever find this letter, but if you do, we have gone south. For now. I promise to reach out to you again soon, once we settle in a new place. But the Vale seems no longer safe for us. Or really anywhere. P.S. Iblen wanted to make sure that you knew that they said hello and that they miss you. I think about you all the time. Just know that we're safe. And as always, we will take care of our own. I hope you're okay. I will send a letter to Okurai once we are settled. And hopefully you can find it at the post depot. And the date on this letter is from a week ago. And that's what you find.
I think Rev sort of reads it in silence, ends up a little bit hunched down, wrapped around herself. The wings actually coming forward and just sort of embracing her in a little self-soothing hug. And she reads it twice. Sort of by rote, lights the candle and starts to burn it. Just out of habit, and says to Sin, they went south.
If it's okay, Alyssa, I think when Rev starts to burn it, I think Sin tries to like keep her from burning it completely, if that's okay.
Yeah.
And maybe try and like snatch it. Just like hold on. I don't know what's happening. You said that they went south. Your mom and her partner.
Well, everyone.
Okay, so this isn't like everyone was kidnapped and we need to go rescue them.
Not. I don't know. They went south. It was their choice to go.
Okay. Are you sure that you want to burn this? This is the letter your mom wrote.
And Rev sort of grabs it and I think was burning it from the bottom. So the part talking about Furos is still there. And so she grabs it and hands it to Sin to read. She shouldn't have written this down. Even if he were still here, she should. Especially if he were still here. If he's still here, she shouldn't have written this down.
What are you? All right, and then he looks, and he reads, and he does like a once over, and then he stops. You watch his eyes sort of like light over the page, trying to speed read it. And he stops, and it takes a moment to like read further, and he's just like, I don't think I understand.
I broke it. I turned him away and I broke everything here. I wanted her to be safe and I didn't think. Of course they panicked if they couldn't reach. And I think she starts crying.
If you let him, Sin puts down the letter and sort of tries to like put hands on your shoulders and is just like, hey. A lot of this stuff is really new to me, and I know I'm probably not going to say the right thing, but I know in my fucking heart that if he did this because you turned away from him, that is his fucking deal. That's not you. Alright? Your mom is safe. Your mom wrote this letter. She left it to go south.
No, it's... I should have... I didn't think that he'd really be gone. I didn't think about the way that it would impact anyone other than me and her and us, and I just... There are others that he was in contact with, of course. And of course, losing that would... Without knowing, without them being able to make that choice. Of course the oracles have... Of course they were affected.
I know that you and a lot of our friends think that I am a very selfless person. If the choice was you or the others, would you have let him suffocate your power so he could keep a hold on everyone else?
I don't know, I mean... I'm supposed to say yes, right? The good answer would be to say yes.
That's it. What type of good is that? He did awful things. to you, to your mother, by the sounds of it. The cut off connection for these people. He did awful things. Why should you have to submit to that to keep that awful connection intact?
Because it was my choice to follow him in the first place. Just as it was theirs, and it wasn't their choice to sever that. It was only mine.
You severed that from you. He's a god. He's a god. Are you saying that he... Are you saying that it was your choice for him to be like, well, I'll just take back everything from everyone else then? Unfair? Does that sound like something a normal, well-adjusted person would do?
That he's not a person, he's a god, and I don't... When he... On the summit. When he disappeared, I don't know that was his choice. I think that it was mine, so him leaving them, it's not bitterness, it's not lashing out, it's the direct consequence of something that I did. For me, because for a week in the middle of nowhere, I thought I could be something different. And now we're back, and I don't think I should have tried.
I think that this is the first in one of your many trials with what you chose, Rev. If this was something that you chose over and over again as you grew up, your change on the mountain isn't the only thing that you have to do, right? We choose to keep going. We choose to take the world on as it is. I know that you are upset, and you feel lost. I can see it in your eyes. But the choice that you made keeps on going. You can't change what happened on the mountain. You can't change what happened to these people. But you can choose what you're doing going forward.
How do you choose right if there's not a whisper in your ear telling you what you need to do? How do you pick?
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if you're like the rest of us, you fuck up over and over again.
You turned him down.
If he had tempted me with any other person, I might not have. He chose the kids. Do you know how many times I went over in my head? What if he had chosen my parents, if I forgot they had ever existed, I might have taken that deal in 2 seconds if it meant protecting you all. I'm not... I like to think I'm heroic, but I'm very selfish. I love selfishly, I act selfishly, and, you know, let's say I was anyone else and I discovered this about you, right? Some people might feel betrayed. Some people might think, wow, Rev was part of a community under Furos for years. I don't give a fuck, Rev. You're you right now. Like I said, you're making choices every day to do something different. To be someone magnificent. You already are. But you just keep going. That's fucking amazing, Rev. And I know, even though this fucking sucks, you're gonna keep going. So you're allowed to be as down in the muck as you like. You can be angry. We can set fire to this place if you want. But you're gonna keep going. And I'm sorry, but you kind of got me around your ankle now. I'm gonna drag you forward if you don't want to. Because I know you'll stand up on your own eventually.
Yeah. I think I might need you there for a while, maybe, to keep me moving forward.
Fantastic. I'll be around for a very long time.
Forever, maybe, since death has no hold on you.
Yeah, and you're not even from this world, so... Who knows what our lives will look like. But as long as you want me there. Great, because I want to be there.
I want you there.
I think he puffs up his chest, he looks pretty proud, and he's just like... Alright, was the date on the letter at the top or at the bottom? Okay, perfect.
It was on the top of the letter.
Good. I don't remember how to write letters, even though I took several courses on it in school. So I'm just like, where do we put the date? So yeah, and he looks at the date and he's like, see? Cool, amazing. I also don't remember how to write a physical check.
The only reason why I do is because it was like browbeat into me. My grandparents were very old school.
Great. But yeah, he looks at the date and he looks at her and he's like, depending on where they're going on in the south, a week probably gives them enough time to at least get towards blockade. If not further. So, you know, we can ask if you want my ex-partners to keep a lookout at the mail.
Yeah, just have to hope they don't run into any wizards along the way.
I mean, someone raised you, they're probably very formidable. Deal with a lot of curiosity, mischief. Were you mischievous?
I got into trouble, but I think that was... I mean, that was what he wanted. getting information, squirreling away what I could.
Alright, so we gotta do different types of mischief. I am the master of mischief. We can't go sitting around omens and making people worried like before we left, but I'm sure there's a lot of pranks we could pull.
Oh, I can now. And she waves her hand over the candle, and the flame turns green, just like how Sin does it with magic in Okurai.
Yep.
It's just like, oh, look at you, natural born prankster.
Is there anything else you'd like to do in Wotan while you're here?
I mean, there's nothing here, so.
Yeah. Woof.
Yeah. Okay. I think this is a really good place as the two of you head back to Okurai. A really good place to take a break. We're gonna take a break a little bit early, but we will be back in 10, 15? 15? We'll call it 15, so we can all get up, stretch, and get our little snackies. So everybody go hydrate, have a little snack, and we will see you in 15. Hello everybody, we're back. I did extend the timer for 5 minutes, but I lied. I spoke too soon. So we are all back and good to go. Hope you had a nice little break. Hope everybody got up and had a little stretch, little posture check, little snack, little drink. And we're gonna pick up not quite right where we left off, but we're gonna say actually, is there anything anybody else would like to do before the party reconvenes together to speak to the overseer?
I think I'd want to see if Tani was like available to like chat for a bit.
Oh yeah, you can go out to the
Nightstep
Dojo.
Dojo.
Yeah, you can go out there. So we'll say this was done at some other point during the day. You head off to the Nightstep Dojo, which is also outside of Okurai, near, oh my god, I don't remember which river it is. It's one of the rivers. But it is, off to the eastern side of the city. And yeah, you head out in that direction. I'm pulling up the map. Yeah, you head
Both
out.
on the
It's
eastern side,
Bright River East.
Oh, west. Okay. Yes, I know directions.
Bright River East. So you leave Okurai, cross the bridge over Bright River East through the forested area, leading to Nightstep Dojo. To essentially request to see Tani. And the NPC whose name I'm forgetting, who is the leader of Nightstep Dojo, the master of the dojo, so to speak, he's there. And I can't believe I forgot his name.
I feel bad because I also don't remember it.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Master Dagger Nightstep. D-A-G-R. Dagger.
What a bad name.
He is a human. He's the 10th generation leader of the Nightstep Dojo. Typically a no-nonsense, tough love kind of guy. But he has a good heart. He greets you, and he looks sober this time, which is good, because he gets a little fighty when he's not, meaning he's a drunken master monk. He sees you and says, "Ah, Sinark, I had heard that you and your adventuring party had returned. How are things?"
Well, I'm sure you're slightly aware of the situation, so eventful.
He nods. I assume you're here to see Tani.
Yeah, at least before I had to run out to the wilds.
Yeah, of course. He kind of looks over his shoulder to one of the, probably a scribe, because there's scribes here and stuff. There's different, like, divisions of the dojo that train in different types of things. There's those who train to fight, those who train to be scholars, and some other things. And or different styles of fighting and scholars. And he kind of looks over his shoulder at one of the scribes and says, "Can you go get Tani, please? She's probably not going to want to leave class, but we're going to say she has the rest of the afternoon off, okay?" And the scribe just kind of, big eyes, like, nods and immediately runs off to go get Tani in a few minutes, not even. Tani appears in the courtyard looking a little pissy. She's got her training robes on, so essentially the equivalent of gi. She's got, you can tell she has little pouches around her waist, some kind of belt. She doesn't seem to have any weapons on her, but you can tell she looks, she's gotten a little taller. She was already kind of lanky for her age. But she has definitely, you can tell she's definitely starting to, like, look stronger. As she has been training here. Probably pretty vigorously based on her looks. And she sees you. She looks a little flustered, a little frustrated as she walks into the courtyard, but then she sees you. And immediately runs over to you, gives you a big hug. Sin!
Yeah.
You're back!
Yeah. Went to the top of Mount Ceres, the very peak.
What? That's crazy. Like, all the way to the top.
Mm-hmm.
She looks up at Master Nightstep and is like, has anybody been? Looks like between the two of you, has anybody ever been to the top?
I'm sure people must have.
Dagger kind of, he nods a little bit. Yeah, people have been to the top, but it doesn't happen frequently. It's very dangerous up there. And he kind of looks between the two of you. You, looks to Tani, you have the rest of the afternoon off. You should spend time with Sin. I expect you're not going to be in town for very long, am I right?
Correct. Probably going to set off tomorrow.
We will continue lessons tomorrow, he looks to Tani. And she's like, she looks like she might argue, but then she closes her mouth. You got it. Sounds good. And she kind of grins up at you. Can we go get boba?
Oh yeah, we can go get boba.
Yes! Dagger will kind of subtly drop a little coin purse in her hand as he turns to walk out of the courtyard to leave you two alone. Some allowance money, possibly. And she kind of grins and, like, she kind of, like, jiggles the coin pouch as if to feel, like, how much is in there. Like, hey, nice.
Rich dad privileges, I guess.
You can tell there's not a lot of money in there. Well, I wasn't supposed to get my allowance till tomorrow, but I guess he's making an exception this week.
Sorry, it cut off after you said, I guess he
makes an exception this week.
That's fair.
Yep.
Oh, I meant to ask.
Yeah.
Since this is happening during a different time of the day, Alyssa, did you want Rev to be present for this?
I
Or-
think that she probably decided to take some time to herself.
That's fair. That's very fair. Yeah, so I think Sin very much is really really excited to see Tani. He's just like, I got a bunch of new stories. And since you look so strong, I guess you can hear some of the more risky ones.
Like what?
So there is a beast that you can find in the mountains that burrows deep into the snow. Even standing near it was feeling like it was gonna burn my fur off. It's called a remoras. And he tells her about the fight. With many embellishments. He does not tell her about the Knave Lord, but I think he literally said, like, he says that, like, oh, Nikita was swallowed, and fuck off, Mari. Sorry. I have to compose myself. He says, like, oh, Nikita was swallowed and had to hack herself out of the creature's gullet.
She's like, oh my gosh, that sounds so scary. Like, is she okay?
Oh yeah, she's so strong.
She's just
Gosh,
like
I wish I
nodding.
had like the muscles.
She's just like nodding her little ears, like kind of flopping with the movement, her little cat ears. Wow. And you guys are like walking and talking back to town.
Oh yeah.
She's like, I haven't been back to town in a few days. It'll be nice to see what's going on, although people don't really, a lot of the kids don't really play outside lately.
It's a dangerous time right now.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get strong, so I can defend the Veil, like Master Dagger.
Well, hopefully, if everything goes well, you won't have to defend it for a couple of years yet.
She kind of nods slowly. Are you sure about that?
Well, no, but I can help. Been very positive lately. It's been doing a lot for my image.
Oh yeah? I heard you have a girlfriend.
I do.
She kind of like does one of these. Yeah?
I mean, you know Rev.
Yeah, I met
At
Rev.
least a little bit.
She's cool.
Yes, she is really cool. And now, she wears armor.
Wow, that's different.
Yeah, she's super strong already. So I can't wait to see her in a new fight.
So you think you're gonna get in some more fights, huh?
I hope not. But
She kind of points to the scar on your neck. What fight is that from?
you ever heard of Headless Horsemen's?
I mean, in storybooks, they're real?
Apparently.
Oh.
And
So
they
it tried
really
to-
like aiming for your head.
So it tried to, and she makes like the cutthroat motion with her thumb.
Tried.
Ooh.
Didn't succeed.
Well, obviously, because you're standing here.
Yeah, it was a rough fight. But an important lesson. Because we didn't win by, well, brute force. These horsemen, they were strange, like conjured. And he describes, like identifying the lantern and using his battle instincts to find that like there was something off about them, and then like taking them down that way.
Yeah, they teach us that instinct is really important in hand-to-hand combat, too. so that you can
Mhm.
predict when somebody's going to move. It's a skill and something that can't really be taught.
I'm sorry, I cut you off after something that can.
Discord, why?
Sorry.
The problem is I'm looking at the audio, like the audio input in OBS, and that doesn't cut me off, but Discord is. Let me...
Yeah, I getcha.
Hold on, sorry. We're going to pause the scene here for just a second, see if I can fix... I'm going to turn this down. Is this better? Does this sound more even keeled? Blah, blah, blah.
I mean, you sound pretty clear. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
No cuts on that one.
I'm just going to manually reduce the input sensitivity and see if that keeps me from getting cut off, because something fucky is going on here. She kind of looks to you as you're walking. You're like walking on a dirt road. Like you've gone over the bridge. You're away from the dojo now. You're on like the dirt road back to town, and she kind of looks at you and she's like, I bet I could hold my own against you in a fight.
Sin grins and he's just like, I'd be willing to spar with you. I mean, since you're missing lessons out for this.
She looks all too eager the second you say sparring. She looks a little too excited for this. I'm gonna pull up Tani's character sheet now.
Yes!
And we need some different music for this, just for the fun of it. Do do do. Yeah, let's do... I don't know what song this is. What is this? Hell yeah. This is more fun and less epic than the others. Tani is... She immediately, like, hops backwards over to the other side of the dirt road and takes a stance. Which you recognize, actually. So I probably should just make sure really quick. She has earned her monastic tradition at this point. She is far underleveled for you, so there's no way she could actually really hurt you, but she immediately is in a stance. Let's roll. Let's do a little rollies. Let's do a little rollies. It's not really initiative. We're gonna do a little rollies just for fun.
All right. Gotcha. Whatever I rolled for, it's 12.
She got a 13, so she's a little faster than you. And she is like, she immediately, as she gets into her stance, and looks towards you, in this moment, she uses, she is going to very quickly, you notice that as she takes her stance, it begins to get even darker around her. It's already nighttime. It gets darker, like magical darkness, almost. And she gets into like a defensive stance, and she kind of her tail kind of flicks out behind her, and she's like, come on, what are you waiting for?
Yeah, Sin, I think Sin literally, like, just removes his jacket because he doesn't want any, like, extra, like, help. You know, he doesn't want, like, it to be harder to hit. He wants this to be, if this is a sparring match, he's gonna spar. And he wants to see how much Tani has learned. So he's like, alright, I'll make the first move. And he just rushes in headlong.
Alright.
to see if he can shove her off her feet.
Okay. As you rush in, you essentially, you have disadvantage on any attack you make against her right now, because she is using
Rad.
patient defense to dodge any attack that comes in.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do unarmed strike against her, like just to kind of like open palm, like spar with her, if you're rolling to attack, you have disadvantage right now.
Alright, perfect. Then I will roll 2 dice with disadvantage. That is an 8 plus 6, so that's 14.
That just hits her armor class, actually. So you can tell that she starts to dodge, but you're too fast. You are the fastest in Okurai, after all, and you manage to kind of weave your way under her defense and land a single blow, probably like straight to the chest, and kind of knock her back a little bit, but she's still on her feet. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
Unlike every other martial class, Rogue does not get 2 attacks.
Right.
So I think he just yeah, I think he just sort of just grins at her, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, come on. You got this."
Don't worry, I do. And she rolls. Oh, damn, that's a really high roll.
Oh yeah!
She rolls a 20. That's a 24 to hit you.
Yep.
With an unarmed strike. So we're not gonna do damage because we're just kind of. It's more of a conversation. So she does unarmed strike you, and then you can see her palms get like she's gathering shadow in her palms, and she's going to spend a key point to do a flurry of blows so she can make 2 more attacks against you. So first one is only a 9 to hit, so it's not gonna, actually no, that's a 11, excuse me, my math was off.
Not quite.
I was thinking of the wrong number. So she doesn't hit you with that one. So you dodge, oops, and I'm yeeting my dice into oblivion. And with the other one, she kind of loses her balance. So like she hit you with the first one, got a little overconfident, but you were ready for it and sidestepped it. She goes to hit you again and slips because the dirt road is mud right now because it's raining. And she's like, ah! But manages to stay on her feet. Actually, she does manage to stay on her feet, yes. And she kind of slides a little bit. First she kind of looks at you and she's like, I forgot how fast you are.
Fastest hands, fastest feet. I might be the fastest in the whole world by now. And only getting faster. And I think this time he sort of steps back and he's like, all right, I can see you defending. Come on, more attacks. Let's see how strong you've gotten. And so I think right now he's giving up his turn and just taking on like a little defensive stance just to see what, like, how hard one can bring it.
All right. So she is going to attempt again. This is so fitting because she's so cocky. She rolled a natural 1 on her first attack. definitely slips in the mud, down onto her knees, but she's going to do Flurry of Blows again. That's a nat 20.
Yes!
Nat 20 plus 6,
Good
26.
strategy.
That
So
is
she
your
does-
child.
She slips in the mud down into her knees. She does a sweeping kick to knock you down. She like takes this opportunity of change in perspective to knock you down. You can choose whether or not you let yourself go down.
Oh, yeah.
And then she gets one more blow as she does. Damn. Okay, that's a 25.
Yeah.
And she sweeps her leg out to knock you down onto the ground as well into the mud, and she will she'll bring the side of her palm out to almost hit your neck as though she's like gonna knock you out, but she stops short. And she goes, "I'm a lot better than you think. You might be fast, but I'm strong now."
I think Sin, laying down in the mud, sort of like,
She's grinning at you.
yeah, like laughs. He's like,
You're
very
both
good.
covered in mud.
Oh yeah. And I think he's just like, they're definitely teaching you well. But have you learned to fly? And I think Sin just wants to throw her off.
I think you catch her off guard and you absolutely like shove her back, and she goes flying back into the mud like, ah! Lands in the mud with a big splash.
Yeah, and I think he just sits up from the mud and is like, he's like sort of like flicking his
both-
arms out.
You're both just covered in fucking mud now. You're a mess, the two of you.
Yeah.
Which feels very fitting for the two of you.
Mhm.
And she's
And
just
I think-
laughing.
Oh, same. He is laughing so hard, and he's just like, I don't think they're gonna let us into the tea shop.
She looks down at herself, looks at you, and she's like, yeah, probably not. Do you know anybody who knows prestidigitation?
I do, but I have a way that we don't have to go into the tea shop, and we can still get our stuff.
Okay.
And Mandy,
Yeah.
I would like to, he points at Tani and snaps his fingers,
Mhm.
and Tani sees like a spectral like cat paw,
Yeah.
like dart past her face, and then like wave hi to her.
She just looks and is like, what? Huh? Wait, you know magic now?
I do
When were you gonna tell me that part?
right now.
What? Okay. So you're gonna get tea with your cat paw?
Yeah, I figure it, send it in with
She
the
holds
honey.
she holds her little fist up like she wants you to fist bump her with the cat paw.
Oh, totally.
Oh, that's
Does it
so
easy.
cool! You can get it to do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm still learning what exactly it does. I don't think I can fight with it. But I've been able to, move a couple things around camp without people noticing yet.
Neat. That's cool. So
Mhm.
you're sneaky, you're fast. The fastest Nokurai for now. And you do magic. That's crazy. Do Rhea and Vaughn know? Did they see you do magic?
I showed them another piece of magic that I can do. I can show it off for you too.
I want to see.
And then I think he stands up.
Yeah, you're getting up from the
And-
mud. You're kind of like trying to wipe some of the worst of it off. In
Yeah,
vain,
and
because
he's-
you're both covered.
Yeah, and he's just like, I just wish that this was like good for changing clothes. And he looks at Tani and he's like, and then he tries to remember what Master Dagger was wearing, and he strikes a pose like a pose that Tani made, and he makes his mage armor look like a gi.
That's so cool. She's like, wow, wait, so like what spell is that? She's like trying to look at it because she doesn't know magic. What is that? Well, she does know magic a little bit.
I call it mage armor.
Me. I can make it dark, and she opens her palms, and you get surrounded by magical darkness, the two of you.
Oh, if you weren't such a good monk, I'd say we could use the magical darkness to run in dirty, steal some boba, and then leave some cash behind. But I guess that wouldn't be great for Master Knight Step.
I think I would get in trouble for that. Yeah, probably. And she waves her paw to kind of dissipate the magic. Yeah, but I can't do like a lot of magic, just a little bit at a time. Takes a lot of energy to do it, you know?
Yeah, well, you'll only get more energy.
True. I'm pretty early in my training. But I'm gonna be good like you someday. Just you wait. As you walk up through the gates, and the guards kind of look at the two of you because you're covered in mud, like, what the fuck happened here? They don't say anything, but they definitely are like, give you the raised eyebrow, like,
Yeah, Sin full of has no shame. He doesn't care. In fact, he looks proud. He's like, yeah, I do look weird.
Tani doesn't even really like acknowledge the guards. I think she's so used to circumventing them from working in the Lamplighters, and now she's grown up and does her own thing, quote unquote, typical young teenager. She doesn't even acknowledge them. But yeah, you head to the Hoshi tea house, I assume, or a similar one, to pick up some boba. You are correct in that the proprietor of the shop is like, maybe you could just tell me your order from the window and I'll bring it out to you. How about that? Because you guys are head to toe totally covered in mud. In fact, if any of the party members happen by this area during this time, feel free to jump in at any point. You will absolutely see a completely mud-covered Sinark and Tani standing outside of the Hoshi tea house.
Stamp for everything.
Oh, Sin, this is not my third boba of the day. What happened?
Oh, just a little bit of sparring.
Do you want a little bit of cleaning?
Yes. He puts his hands together. He even gets down on his knees. He's like, please.
This is also perfect time to say, because I'm totally arting this right now. I went to go buy makeup, and I decided to test my makeup by putting it on my mouth and just kissing my friend, and that's how I decided to swatch it. I bought it all. Unfortunately, all the colors look good on him. So yeah. So the Cosby space is that. I just didn't clean it, but I'll just precipitate all the mud from you, and that's it.
Let's switch back to the regular neutral music here. So you prestidigitate both of them?
Yeah. It takes a hot minute, but it should be fine. No, well, it should take a hot minute.
Yeah, it doesn't take you too terribly long,
Yeah.
but
Y'all
as you're removing the mud from Tani, she's just grinning up at you like, I die you.
Hi, Tani. You're looking so strong.
Thanks,
What
I'm a
happened?
monk now.
Oh. Did she kick your ass?
She definitely dragged. She completely swept my leg out from under me and landed in the mud.
She looks so triumphant. Even as the mud is getting removed, she's just like, heh. Yeah. I'm a really good fighter now. I could probably go adventuring with you guys, but I wouldn't want to outshine you.
Honestly, thank you. I've been kind of being carried this whole time.
That's why Kazuhiko's arms are so strong, and why his face is covered in make.
Don't ask. Can you please prestidigitate this off of me?
Okay.
I didn't know we were gonna
I
have
do
to
it
walk around like this
slowly.
all day.
I do it very slowly. I have a range of 10 feet and some sort of cubic meters, and I just make sure that only the edge of that gets so I have to keep
Oh my
recasting
It's
it.
just like a very slow removal.
Yeah. Sin keeps laughing. Every time that it's not completely gone, Sin laughs harder. Until he looks like he might hurt himself. Tani, have you met Lord Redfang?
No, but you're very pretty. Because she's
Right.
acknowledging the makeup on his face. And he's just like, sorry, who is this? Who are you? It's nice to meet you, question mark. Oh,
Tani
I'm Tani. Sin is my mentor. Or he was. Still is.
Part-time.
Part-time. Part-time mentor.
Full-time
Sin-
nuisance.
Sin just kind of looks between the two of you. Oh, you were one of the lamplighters? Used to be. Oh, okay. Well, it's very nice to meet you, Tani. And he'll hold his hand out to her, and she'll shake his hand. So you're a lord? Yes.
Yeah, Kazuhiko's pretty cool. He hasn't, final shot as many cool creatures as I have, but he's pretty strong.
She looks between the two of you and then looks at you and is like, you're friends with a lord? Like a real lord?
Yeah.
Well, I guess Aurora's a lady. So you have lords and ladies in your party. That's cool.
Mhm. And when Kazuhiko and Dayu get married, then I'll know 2 ladies.
You're getting married? And she just like big little heart eyes like looks up at you both. You're getting married?
I hope so.
Wow. And then just like a child with no filter, are your kids gonna be bunnies or foxes? How does that work?
Zootopia 2 might answer that. Oh. You know, that's a really good question. I wouldn't. My half sibling is part rabbit and part tiefling, so they just look like a jackalope. So who knows?
Weird. That's kind of cool though.
Mm-hmm. And they're kind of purple. So I mean, like,
I bet I would look cool with horns. And she does this in front of her ears.
I bet you would.
She shrugs.
But then you'd have too many lethal weapons.
True. These are registered, you know. Actually.
What about your
It is-
teeth?
I somehow managed to slide those under the radar. Claws too, and she extends her claws.
See, look, this is why you couldn't have horns. You have to be nerfed.
Oh. What does nerfed mean? It sounds negative. Nerf
It's
just
like
can't
the
have
opposite of utility.
Oh. Okay.
Hmm. You're just too strong.
And it's at that moment that the proprietor of the Hoshi tea shop comes out with your boba. And Tani immediately loses interest in the conversation. It's like, yes, strawberry!
Yeah, and Sin's got those like the parent eyes. Sin's like this thing is so cool. I can see it growing up every day, and it's wonderful. And he looks at Kazu and he's just like, "That's what you're in for when they grow up."
He nods slowly. I've already been dealing with that. He's referring to his younger siblings.
Yeah.
All of whom
One
are
is
chaotic.
actually one is Tawny's age.
One is Tawny's age, yeah.
think. Yeah, the youngest.
His youngest brother, I think, is the one who's Tawny's age. He just kind of nods. Yep. Thankfully, this is nothing new to me.
I'm glad.
So are you two going out on the town, spending some time together today?
Yeah, just taking in the sights. I squirreled her out of class, so that was why we had to get a good spar in, of course.
Of course. Wow, you really let her sweep you off your feet, huh?
Well,
He's just kind of smirking.
yeah, he laughs and then he lowers his voice. He's like, "Well, the thing is, right? She slipped first, and I totally thought, oh shit, I'm gonna comfort her and like, pick her up, and then she totally just kicked out my leg. Never been prouder.
Smart kid.
Absolutely what we should do."
Knows an opportunity when she sees one. It's a good skill for a fighter to have.
Exactly.
Now you're both acting like proud dads suddenly. Like, yeah, that's good.
I'm distracted by the boba flavor. Oh, you got strawberry? I got taro this time.
Oh, I like the taro one. I switch between that one, and I also like the milk tea. I kind of rotate.
Same. I also like the milk tea and the strawberry. Okay. We have the same taste. Do you like mango? Sometimes I feel like mango.
I don't think I've ever tried mango before.
They put real mango chunks in it, like the whole
Wow.
thing.
That sounds good.
So if you're like hungry, you should go for the mango.
Her little tail's like flicking behind her. I'm gonna try that next time.
Quality.
Have you seen the others?
Wasn't Rev with you?
Yes, she needs some time alone.
And I think Nikita and Aurora are still smooching. I assume that's what they always do.
Well, that's fair. It's what we assume that you're doing when we don't see you in Kazu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna walk around and
Yeah.
get something to eat.
Yeah, you can go see the sights, and return her back home after a little bit of time. Later in the afternoon, after her classes are probably supposed to be over, somehow no longer covered in mud, and with a little bit of frivolous shopping done, some boba acquired, you return a very happy camper, because you have, you shared stories of your adventures. She got to meet see and meet some of your friends, and, got to see you. She gives you a big hug before you leave, and at this point, we're gonna zoom out to Aurora and Nikita. I assume the two of you are together. What is it that you would like to do? I have some ideas of what you mentioned, but I just want to check in.
We were gonna
Did
look
you
at
have anything else?
meat.
Yeah. Did you have?
Oh
anything?
no, I was just going to say on table what we were doing, but I mean,
Yes.
unless you want to make the announcement because it's your thing.
No, you go.
Nikita and Aurora went to go get Aurora a new outfit because we're going somewhere else. So of course.
Oh, yeah.
So a little bit of a runway show, modeling, on the side. But
Yes, though I will say that new outfit is actually an old outfit because she's going into her collection of many outfits in her room at the Palisade. So she takes Nikita up there because she saw Nikita's childhood bedroom. So she's kind of showing her hers again, I think.
Do you want
Think
to
so.
do you want to describe your childhood bedroom?
Sure. It's a large room, probably the size of Nikita's house that she grew up in. That has a large bed with blue but like frilly sheets, with like a patterned bedspread on top that is like probably like hand crocheted over a ridiculous amount of years, and then there are kind of draped fabrics across the ceiling to the walls, curtained down, and all the furniture is very like stark, dark, clean surfaces, very organized because she hasn't been in it. Typically it would be messy, and she has lots of little compartments for her collections, which is fashion-based collections. So just the various jewelry and shoes and clothing that she has. That's the important stuff that's in here at the moment. And then around there are probably some little signs of who she was as a younger person, in the form of drawings and writings that are mostly just images of future adventures with her sister. But she does make Nikita sit on the bed while she picks out some outfits to show off and choose from. And yeah, that's what we get up to for a little bit.
I think. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
Okay. I think, especially in all this, there's a little moment when Aurora is checking her closet and going through everything, where Nikita really just takes in the room again, and just looks at how fucking huge this place is, in comparison to where she lived and grew up. And she just kind of like palms the different textures on your bed, and just kind of like, it's like, damn, this is like really nice, or like well made, really nice things. And I think, I don't know if I want to open this or if I should invite you to read her expression, if you catch her.
Yeah, I'll try to read my girlfriend's vibes. What's going on here? Because she is mid a sexy fashion show, so
yeah.
She wants to know what reaction she is getting out of Nikita right now.
So yeah, I'll say roll insight, and then Nikita, you can roll either deception or persuasion if you want.
Right.
You don't have to roll. You can base your response based on what you got.
I think I'm gonna roll for shits and gigs because we know how it goes.
Feel free, but you really don't need to.
Oh no.
It's like you telling me you rolled like shit.
not just like shit. I rolled a 1.
Oh, boy.
shit! This is a bad time to tell you that I got a 19 on the die. What the fuck?
Yes. So for the first
Why
time
is this what I
ever, Nikita's deception worked.
What the hell?
We'll say during. How about
I
this?
got
We'll
a
say.
-1. That's an 18.
We'll say during the fashion show, you're
Yeah.
looking, but you're not fully focused on Nikita at this time. You're mostly worried about looking good and making sure that you're trying out outfits that might be appropriate for the wilds or as appropriate as you're willing to be for the wilds.
And granted,
Yeah.
Nikita thinks you look hot. She's giving you reassurance the entire time.
Mhm.
So,
She's only paying attention to the surface level because she's too busy picking out what goes together.
absolutely. I think I'd like to hold on to this then for another moment because it will come up.
Okay.
Alright.
And after a bunch of outfits have been tried and tested, ultimately Aurora goes with kind of dark blue multi-piece number that
Hold on just a second.
is lighter
Sorry.
to wear.
Sorry,
Oh.
we were dropping
Oh,
frames
definitely
just
not.
now.
Oh.
Let's see. Nope, it's even again. I did.
They get it.
I did close out Kenku. Let's try that again. Because Discord did it.
You are
too.
correct, Jarek Erickson.
Thank you. Get off our necks.
Sorry, guys. Oh, welcome, Raiders! What a good time for raiding right after the dropped frames fix themselves.
Perfect. They fixed it.
Yes. We're gonna get back to what we were doing. Raid the wife. Oh my god, I love this. Hi, everybody. That's me. So you have your little fashion show. You pick out your outfits, or you pick out your outfit, I should say. Is there anything you want to do after that?
I think in terms of what we have planned for the rest of the day, we are going to that meeting to like catch up. So the only other thing that Aurora would want to do is talk to her parents and have Nikita present for that. But other than that, I'm good.
You know I'll follow.
Did you still want to have a conversation with Nova?
Yes, I would say it can be on the quick side. Because mostly it's to relay things that we played out in game, but
Sure.
there is one portion of short convo she needs to have.
Okay. Do you want to do that on your own, or do you want to say everybody's reconvening? I can say around this time is when you get summoned back towards the Satesk to speak with Reflection. If you want.
Maybe if Nikita and Aurora go immediately, there's a moment before everyone else shows up for her to kind of say what you want to say.
Yeah, sure. So you'll go to the Vale Guards headquarters. You go into your mother's office with or without Nikita. With. Okay.
Yes.
So you go in, and your mother is there. It looks like she is taking a little break. She's sitting in the little sitting area near her desk, but not at her desk. So you've caught her on a little break. She has a book in her lap, and there's a tea set sitting on the the table in the center of this little sitting area that's kind of just outside of her office. And she sees the two of you walk in. Oh, that was fast. I thought it would take a little while for all of you to get here.
It will. I don't know exactly where everyone else is at the moment, but I just wanted to kind of looks at Nikita for strength. I wanted to talk to you a little bit before everyone else gets here, just about what happened when we went to Elysia.
Sure. What do you need?
Well, good news. I met a dragon. Have you heard of Vestikir the Kind?
Her eyes get a little wide, like the legend?
Like the legend.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Vestikir really is kind. It's true. And also gave us a ride so that we could shave some time off of our journey, which was really nice.
Oh.
And the best part is recognized that we have some kind of connection, the magical type, and through my lineage on Annie's side.
You can tell she's trying not to let her expression change in a negative way. I see. Well, that's very interesting. So you met a dragon, a legendary dragon, no less, and you have a connection. So that's amazing.
Well, he wants to train me.
Oh.
When what we're doing here is over, and I want to develop my power further, then have somebody to go to, which is pretty cool because there's no one else like me I've ever seen in the Vale.
She nods. It's true. Your powers are very unique. I am ill-equipped to guide you in this, so I'm glad that you have someone that can teach you.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. And she kind of pauses and makes Nikita hold her hand for the next thing that she wants to say, which is, I also had an interesting experience with a being on the mountain who called themselves an oracle, or the oracle, I can't remember. And we talked, and it was very, very interesting. They came down from the sky in like an aurora, which, that's amazing. I've never seen anything like that close before. It's so far away in the Vale. She's like kind of getting distracted.
Forearms.
Yes, we are like describing how cool she looked.
I've never heard of such a thing. That's incredible.
Yes. And she seemed to know a lot about power and potential, but also about things that I didn't want to face.
What do you mean? You can tell she probably is a good idea, but doesn't want to assume.
You're right. You have been right. Dante is gone in a way. No longer alive in the way that we knew her. But I will be able to find her one day if I continue on with my path and what I'm doing and my power. If I gain enough power, there's nothing magic can't do. And I want you to know that I understand that something has happened, but I'm not giving up.
You see, your mother usually keeps her hair in, like, kind of like tight braids, like, not cornrows, but like, usually tied back in some way or another. But you can see that the wisps of her flame-like hair that aren't bound kind of flare for a second with the emotion of Dante being brought up in conversation. This is a normal reaction from your mother when it comes to Dante. And she says, "What do you mean, not alive in the way we knew her? What does that mean? Did this oracle tell you anything else?"
He was vague. I asked her specifically if Dante was alive. And not in the way you knew her, is what I was told. That could mean many things, but none of them are good. So,
I see.
knowing that the next step is to find her means there's still hope in a way. Even if she's gone, there are things that can be done. I just saw it. And she squeezes Nikita's hand.
Squeeze back. If I may, these old, very old, knowledgeable beings spoke very highly of Aurora and her capabilities, her potential. I think it's good and wise to have faith in us and her in this next step.
She will nod slowly. I understand where you are coming from, but I don't expect that you are a parent. So I don't know that you know where I am coming from. I need some time to process this. With all due respect. That is not to say that I do not have faith in you. But Dante has been gone for years. And I have grieved, and we have fought because we have never agreed on this. You did not see what I saw.
So tell me, then, in detail. I've never wanted to listen before, but maybe now I need to know. What did you see?
The only traces of your sister were that dagger I gave you, and the only traces left of her retinue was ash and ruin and blood. They were almost impossible to identify without the aid of a necromancer. They were utterly obliterated. And though her remains were never found, I cannot imagine that she is in one piece, if she lives or exists anywhere. But if this giant creature in the sky says that you have unfathomable power and that she exists somewhere, then by all means bring her home. But if you
It's
do not
not
find
just-
her, I would rather not know about it.
It's not just the Oracle that makes me think this. I travel with someone who carries the ghost of her dead sibling around with her. She talks to ghosts everywhere we go.
I believe you.
She has
you.
access to...
I'm not arguing with you. I'm saying what I saw makes it hard to believe that there is anything left of her that is truly her. If there is anything left. But if there are forces and others telling you that it exists, then if that's what you want to do, if you want to seek it out, if you want to find answers, even if they're answers that you might not like, because nothing like that is ever simple, my dear. It's never simple. And I hate to see you hurt yourself over and over and over, waiting for her to come home if she doesn't. And I'm sorry. I don't want to discourage you. I'm not going to tell you not to go. I'm not going to tell you not to look. But I've had enough. I'm tired. She swipes tears from her eyes. I've had enough. If you find her,
Okay.
then that's a blessing. And if you don't, I'm sorry.
I thought you would be glad to know that I had found another way to keep my connection to her, but I won't bring it up again. Not unless I have good news.
She'll nod.
I'm just gonna wait outside for everyone else. And she leaves.
Caleb bow her head. Nova.
Yeah, she's not gonna stop you.
What?
And I They're not crazy, right? Okay.
We all saw and heard all sorts of shit from the Oracle. There's no reason. You're not crazy. I believe you. I believe in you. I think going forward, your mom is hurting, you're hurting, but you have the space to look for her. You're doing this for yourself and your family, and for Dante.
I just know she wouldn't have stopped looking if it was me. And she just hugs Nikita, and he is crying, but not sobbing. She's just taking comfort.
Nikita definitely gets teary-eyed with everything. Just holds her toes close.
And I'd say a few minutes pass as you gather yourselves, and eventually the rest of the party arrives as well. You've all received a summons to come back to the Satask as Melon Reflection, the overseer of the Kaligo Shirei, is about to exit the Satask temporarily to speak with you.
What are the vibes like when we get
I was
there?
gonna say
Are
the
they
same thing.
rancid? Are they rancid?
That's up to Aurora and Nikita.
I feel like
you-
Aurora.
Charmy,
Oh, no,
Charmy, I see
Aurora's
your
like-
mouth moving, but I can't hear you talking, my dear.
Oh. It's
It came
not-
through now.
Wait,
It
am I
caught up,
back?
I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's caught up. It's caught
There
up,
you
yeah.
are.
Oh, just took a sec.
Whew, okay. I think Aurora's taking her classic approach of pushing everything down under an air of fun and coolness.
Mhm.
So as people show up, she just starts with her usual, "Hey, there you are. Hello. Let's get to this meeting. Important things to do."
What about the vibes with Rev? How's Rev doing?
Rev is similarly pushing it down and is just composed, normal Rev.
I don't believe in this surface level bullshit ever. Because I see ghosts. So can I insight check that?
Okay, this time there will be a roll-off involved here. So, Dayu, you can individually insight check whomever you wish, and whoever is opposed can either persuade or deceive. You get to choose. You do not have to reveal which.
I can do both though, right? I just roll. I really.
Yeah,
I,
you
I-
can you can insight individually.
Okay, cool. Because
Yeah, let me know
Charmy-
who you're inciting first, though, please.
Yeah. Charmy spoke first.
Okay.
My insight for that is 18, and second one nat 20.
Okay, so 18 on Aurora, natural 20 on Rev. Now, because this is an insight player versus player, nat 20 doesn't mean automatic success. You know everything. Whoever rolls higher can
Should I
determine
tell
the
you what?
threshold.
Should I tell you what the total is then?
Yeah, what's the total?
25.
Okay. So we'll start with Aurora. What did you roll for your opposing roll?
A 19.
Oh,
So you
Pain.
rolled higher. So you can determine what die you picks up from your demeanor right now. You can determine if she gleans anything but what you're putting out.
I would say that she can tell that there's a performance happening. The reason for it, no idea.
And then Rev?
I got a dirty 20, so I lose.
Oh, dirty 20, so 20 total. Okay, so
Yeah.
You can determine how much you want to reveal to Dayu, but she does glean some information from you.
Yeah, I
Say-
mean, I
I'd
think
say a
that
good amount,
Rev, yeah, I think that Rev is clearly not actually okay, is just sort of putting on a face, but also does not want to talk about it because she is putting on a face.
my bunny vibe checks are checking. I'm gonna keep quiet, but that's like noted in my mind for later.
Okay. So you are all gathered. An attendant comes out rather than Nova herself to kind of walk you all over to the neighboring building, the Satask. There are guards outside of the Satask. Except they're not Veil Guard. They are giant, not giant. They're big trees. They're like tree ants, basically, standing guard
Yes.
outside of the Satask.
I thought you said I thought you said they're like trans. I was like, oh,
tree ants. Tree ants.
They're
They are-
trans.
They're trans.
I was
They're
like,
trans for Pride
like, I
Month.
was like, let's go. Like,
And there are trans Veilguard. What are you talking about? No, they're tree.
I know that, but I was like,
They're
oh,
trans tree
this
ants.
special trans only unit. I was like, that's dope. Okay.
Happy Pride.
That actually would
And
be
then-
sick as fuck.
Yeah, and then like 2 seconds later, put it together properly.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, there are large sentient trees standing outside of the Satesk. I was trying to use the technical term for what they are, but you know, you didn't ruin it. You made it better because Happy Pride, everybody. And the guard will walk you up towards the door. The sentient tree sentinel type creatures are standing passively. They are definitely looking at you, and a very short while later you see the familiar, I think they are a pale tiefling, like a ghostly. Let me double check my notes. It's been a hot minute since you guys have talked to the Caligo Shirei, because they have been under wraps for a while now. They are a gold tiefling. That's right. They are a gold, tall, spindly tiefling. Again, their name is Melon Reflection. They are the soul, or the overseer, of the Caligo Shirei, and they are a moon druid. You know all of these things about them. It has been established in the past, but it's also been a really fucking long time since you've talked to the Caligo Shirei. So, Reflection, or we'll just refer to them as the Overseer. The Overseer will step out. They are wearing pretty casual looking druidic type robes rather than the finery you saw them in last, for that formal meeting that you all had. Their hair is kind of pulled back up into a bun, tucked to, like, actually space buns really, tucked back behind their horns, to kind of get out of their face. Their bangs and the longer bits in the front are also tucked and pinned back so that there's nothing obscuring their face. They are not carrying their staff at present, and they step outside to look at all of you and says, well, it is good to see you all again. Forgive my appearance, but we have been very hard at work, and I only have a short period of time. I hope you don't mind standing here and having the conversation with me, if that's all right with you.
Go ahead.
All right. We're going to forego all of the fanfare and other bullshit that comes with a formal meeting. This is not a formal meeting because, frankly, we have been locked in the Satesk for weeks, trying to maintain the barrier. I'm not going to sugarcoat that for you. It is getting weaker, significantly so in the last few days. So I was hoping that perhaps your time on the mountain would have led to stabilization, but it seems that that is not the source, based on what I have been told. But I do have news for you, my dear little Mistlost. We have heard back from the Queen. They are safe. Their place of power is intact. In Firza, Vesta Firebrand's child, who now leads the Firebrand clan, has also confirmed that their place of power is safe, which means that whatever you are looking for is most certainly in the wilds. None of us have yet to hear from Morrigan. All of us have reached out to her, with no reply. The last time we heard from her, you were all in Hallowgate. So this is months ago. now. Normally, she reaches out to us with updates, so something is terribly wrong. So I hope you have all said your goodbyes, because I must ask you to, with absolute haste, leave as soon as you possibly can. No later than tomorrow morning. Can you do that for me? For us?
Absolutely.
We do need a guide.
Yes,
Yes.
the guide, right. So there's a problem with that, because we have conscripted just about every druid in the Vale to help maintain the darkness here, because the flickering is bad for people. So here's what I can offer you instead. And they pull from a pocket. They kind of reach into the pocket of the trousers that they're wearing, kind of under the tunic robe-like attire that they're wearing. They kind of reach into their pocket and produce a variety of necklaces, actually, and hand them over to whoever is closest. Here, pass these amongst your party here. And they are carved wooden little effigies that look like a satyr, like the head of a satyr. They don't look like much, but there is magic in them. And that's not all. I'm not just sending you off into the wilds with necklaces and hoping for the best, because for all I know, the trees might think that they're bullshit. But there is an individual waiting for you in the mountain pass. I reached out to druids that are around, outside of the Vale, and I found a person who called themselves Wolf. They said they'd be willing to help. And that they knew you. Is that true?
Yes, we know Wolf.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Oh, she got her memory back.
Oh my god, they're okay. They didn't die. Sorry.
I don't have any context. I just let them know to stand by, and if you are willing to accept their help, I would call upon them, and if not, I would send them on their way. But it seems that they were already in the wilds. Fortuitous, if they are your friend.
Very convenient.
The overseer absolutely picks up on your vibe. No check needed. Are they not a friend? I can send them away. I can have the guard escort them elsewhere.
No. They're a friend, right, Rev? The ally?
We traveled with them for a while in Southmore.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, they have very willingly offered their assistance. And they were one of the first to respond. The other was that strange fucking mage who's camped outside of the barrier, who I do not like.
Fuck that guy.
No.
Yes,
no,
I have
we'll
been
take
told.
Wolf.
I have been told that there is nothing good about this gentleman. So I may have to send someone, one of our mage slayers perhaps, to take care of him.
Bye, Franco. Damn.
See, I always knew you had it in you.
Listen, these are dire times. The only thing keeping the barrier together is us right now. Something is broken, severely broken. It's not just wavering, it's breaking.
Heard.
We also need help with supplies.
What do you need?
I'm just gonna say it. We need a diamond. Like at least one.
I
would
think
be
this is the
nice.
first time that the Overseer really looks at you all and sees the many scars and things that you have now that you did not before.
It just really helps bringing back bodies, you know?
They pull out a parchment. They have like a little side kind of pouch, kind of like a waist bag kind of thing. I'm not gonna say a fanny pack because it's not like that. Pulls out parchment and pulls out like a quill and immediately just starts writing very quickly on the top of the stack of papers, just very quickly writing. Hand you this thing. It is a writ to give you a fair price and a discount for a diamond, but they cannot give you one for free.
Okay.
This will ensure that you receive pretty significant discount, but I can't have our only jeweler in the city still staying here, going out of business. So if you could kindly pay them whatever fair price they ask you for, it will likely be less than what it is actually worth, given that this is coming from me. Just help them keep food on their table, okay?
Thank you. This is very helpful.
Anything else? Standard supplies, you know, you can put that on my tab. I'm sure your mother looks at Aurora, has already volunteered as such. Whatever basic supplies you need that are not extravagant, it is yours. Consider it yours. Because there will not be avail if we do not fix this. And if I could go with you right now, I would. And I want everybody to give me a perception check right now.
You shitting me?
I love that response.
I got a 7 plus.
I rolled a 3 for an 8.
Oh, I got a 17 because I have a plus 10 perception right now.
Nat 20 again. 33, motherfucker.
Anyone
I
who got
see everything.
anyone who got above a 19. So I think it's just Dayu and Rev.
Yeah, I got a 23.
Yeah, anyone who got above a 19, because that's what I rolled, you can see that while the Overseer is having this conversation with you, they are actively channeling magic right now. Maybe not as concentrated as they would be if they weren't standing here having a conversation with you, but they have not stopped doing what they're doing. Not fully. You can see the faint glow, the faint lines of energy kind of rippling over their skin, but it's so faint that unless you were really looking at them, you would not see it. Because their skin is already kind of naturally a little bit metallic, but not quite. It's like a faint sheen that's kind of always there. It's barely noticeable above that. It's so faint, the lines of energy. But you can tell that they are channeling magic right now. I would go with you if I could. I would love to be able to leave and go figure out what the fuck is happening. If something happened to Morrigan, you're either going to need to save her if she lives, or kill whatever hurt her.
Do you want us to get you tea from outside? Like the set desk?
Normally I would massively appreciate that, but we do have We do have people bringing us supplies. Though we are old and some of us are a little more long-lived than others, we do still need to eat and drink, so we are taken care of, but thank you. That's very kind.
We will leave as soon as is possible. It'll be in the morning, I think. And we'll figure out what's happening. We'll figure it out, and we will stop the veil from crumbling.
Do any of you have sending? Excellent.
Me.
The second you learn more information, please, immediately send me a message.
Okay,
Immediately.
I can do that.
Because if it's broken and there's nothing you can do, then we will need to get everyone out of here before it wakes. So please, make haste. Welcome, Raiders! Thank you, Stella, for the raid!
Oh my god, hi Stella.
Oh my god, hi! We're in a very intense emotional scene right now. You hear the doors open behind the Overseer. And you see, looks to be perhaps some kind of assistant, kind of quietly behind the Overseer, and they kind of turn a little bit. Is it time now for the rotation? Yes, Overseer. If you could please come back inside, that would be most appreciated. The others are requesting you return. And Malon Reflection will turn to you and say, well, should you need anything else, please direct it to Captain Incineratus, and we will make sure it happens for you. Best of luck to you all.
Thank you. And to you.
And they will actually bow their head to you in respect before turning and going back into the Setask, the doors sealing behind them. Leaving you all alone outside with the guards and the tree ants. Not...
You know you want it.
Welcome,
You
Raiders!
want
DKMCRPGs! Welcome, welcome, welcome! Oh, I see Kate the Great! Hello, hello! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome in, everybody. If you don't know who we are, or who I am, I'm Mandy. I'm the owner of this channel, and this is Mistlost, my homebrew D&D game in which my wonderful, amazing players are exploring the world, and we are getting ever closer to the end game and the BBEG. So that's where we're at right now. Welcome in, make yourselves comfy, and thanks for saying hi, and smash that follow button if you feel the need. We do all kinds of things here, or we're about to do all kinds of things here very soon. So you are all left to your thoughts. To yourselves. With a major sign of respect and a plea from the Overseer of the Kaligo Shirai. The leader of your nation.
Nikita's gonna nudge Sin.
What?
All that talk, all this time from the beginning, about the Kaligo Shirai and now?
Listen. I never said that I was a very good
Don't
person.
start.
I never said that I was a very good person. You knew that. I'm basically a criminal.
Basically.
Yes, basically. Except caught much less than I should have. Probably, in your eyes. But I don't really care. You know, it really pulls on my heartstrings, what they're doing. I'm glad that they care about our nation.
And you care.
About my nation?
About them.
How
do you feel now?
I don't really... Listen, don't make me sit. I don't really care about them. As... I don't hope for their shoes to become, you know, filled with holes anymore. But
oh my god. I could hear you stammer forever.
oh, you're getting off on this, I see.
It takes a bit more than that.
That's gay.
Sin fully doesn't know how to respond to that. He wheezes, I think, and then laughs, and he's just like, all right,
let's get our shit.
Yeah, let's go. Listen. I need to get back to the uncomplicated times where I could prank them. I don't want to feel bad about this.
I'm sorry. Everything's falling apart, and you're thinking of the next time you could prank them.
Yeah. What are you thinking about?
Everything ahead of us. I don't know, Sin. My head got chopped off.
Yeah.
Maybe
okay.
Preventing that from happening again.
Listen, I can half relate. All right.
Hey, look, that's one thing that, you know, I got to do before you, right?
Yeah. Truly giving the most head.
Not canon. Gods.
No, Sin. It's canon that Sin says that. I write it in the notebook of things that Sin says.
No.
He probably gets hit by Aurora.
That's gotta go in the out of context
Just
channel.
feel the electricity in the air suddenly intensify for some reason that you can't quite put your finger on. But things are okay.
I'm getting a little fluffy there.
Kazuhika kind of clears his throat and says, maybe we should worry about the world possibly ending before we talk about who gives the most head.
I just said it boring.
Listen, I am thinking about the
Nikita's
world
given the
ending.
most. Is it too soon to make jokes about that, actually?
Kazuhiko Sin, high five.
Absolutely. You absolutely have
Kazu
to
said that? Wait,
Yeah.
I thought that was you,
No,
Randy!
that's canon. No, that's canon.
I think Nikita looks at Kazu with a little bit of, like, just betrayal in her eyes.
Listen,
Let's...
If we can't have
If
a
we
little
don't-
levity before the end of the world, then it was all for nothing.
yes.
You were just saying to worry about the world ending, and now you're like, oh, let's look for a little bit of the shining light, right?
For 2 seconds, I think we can manage. He kind of grins at you. I'm sorry, but if
I
we
feel like
can't
we're
have a
talking in
moment-
circles.
Hey, if it ends tomorrow, would you regret not having a moment of fun? Think about it.
No?
He shrugs.
Wow, guys!
I'm
Look at
confused.
this.
What was the question?
Wow, guys, look at this letter. This letter that lets us get cheaper diamonds. Can we go do that?
Yeah, you guys can go shopping.
Yeah, let's go.
You guys can absolutely go shopping. We're gonna handle that off screen. Is there anything else that you all would like to take care of, or do we want to set the opening scene for next week of you leaving the Vale once more, first thing in the morning?
Set.
Yeah?
Set.
All right, we're gonna
Match.
we're gonna
Point.
set point match. I know things about sports.
Is it tennis?
I don't fucking know.
The apprehension in your tone was insane. I'm sorry.
It's either tennis or volleyball. Maybe both.
Oh my god, I'm dying.
I don't know. I'm not the person to ask.
I'm
not a reliable source.
All right, we're gonna reel it in.
Sorry.
Reel it in. The next morning, you all go to the gate as directed. You have obtained all of the items that we've discussed off screen, the diamond, the supplies, etc. And the druids there, you can tell, are not typical acolytes or those that manage the gates. They are archdruids. And some of them are not strictly from the Vale of Night. Some of them are from neighboring regions who have been called upon to aid the Vale during this time. And they do something different. Rather than performing the unlocking ritual of the exit to the eastern pass towards the Amaria Wilds, they instead perform a different sequence that opens the gate just enough for you to leave and only long enough for you to leave. And they warn you ahead of time. As soon as it opens, do not delay. You must move, because if it closes on you, you die. And they will open the barrier just enough for each of you to very quickly run through. And as you do, missing the imagery of the blue motes of light that you're used to seeing when you exit the Vale of Night, you step out into gray, not quite sunrise. As your eyes adjust to even this level of light is so bright compared to life inside of the barrier, in which it is that perpetual, peaceful, starlit night. Stepping beyond the barrier is jarring. There is a gray blanket of clouds overhead, a bit of a strong wind indicating a storm rolling in. As you look out over this expansive forest below you, you are on top near a mountain pass, looking down at the Amaria Wilds, and the trees are so thick you cannot see the ground from where you stand. You know that once you are in the forest, you are in it. And that seeing the sky is probably going to be not as frequent as you might expect. The density of the trees is intense. There are Veil Guard here. And Aurora, you know that very near to where you stand is the place where Dante disappeared. If you go off the path to the left a bit and not directly down to the forest, you expect you could reach there in 30 minutes.
Before we continue, I have a favor to ask, mostly of Dayu, but of everyone. It's only a few minutes out of the way. Can we stop by somewhere? It's the last place that Dante was seen, and Dayu, if you could just check if she's there.
Yeah, okay. I can do that. Are you prepared for that?
Yes.
Okay, I can do that.
The voiceover says that she was not prepared, but you know.
I thought about saying that, but I didn't want to ruin the moment. She was not, in fact, prepared. So you all divert for the moment off to the left-facing path, not straight down to the forest. As you make your way to the place your sister, Dante, was last seen alive 2 years ago. My question to you all, Mistlost, is, do you want to keep going? Or do you want to end it here? Thumbs
I'm
up
okay
if you want to
with
go for
whatever.
a few more minutes.
I have the time if you guys are in.
I'm in.
We can figure this out now.
All right.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
You walk off down the left path about 30 minutes away. You get a little further away from the barrier and you find a little clearing. So it is rocky up here. You're kind of in a slight break in the mountains. There's the pass that leads down, but there's also kind of a flattened out area, which is the area you're walking towards. And there's an outcropping of stone that kind of overhangs over some of the trees below. That has some shrubbery, some rocks that seem to have fallen down from higher up in the mountains. It's kind of like a clearing almost. And you know that this is the place. And as you walk out onto this flat, rocky surface, there are little patches of grass around here, some wildflowers trying to fight through the rocks to claim purchase in this area. As you move into this space, you can see it. There's enough light in the environment here that you can see very large but very faded, almost gone, dark stains on the stone everywhere in this space. Dayu, there's not a single spirit here. Not even one.
Can I summon any?
Are you going to try to?
Yes.
Okay. Describe to me how you attempt to summon spirits.
On the off chance that I have to roll. Dayu has swapped out instruments, just like how we all did off-screen costume changes and shit like that.
Yep.
I swapped instruments. She carries on her back a gujang, or like Chinese zither for the degenerates that play League. Stona. And it's a little big, but that's why she carries it on her back. So she's gonna pop that shit out and essentially start playing music to attract something. And because I have learned a lesson from the mountain and I feel better about myself, I start singing. Because singing has always been the #1 way that Dayu was able to attract. I'm a little rusty though, so like I have to clear my throat a bit. Maybe I have my water on the side, like okay, 1 second, and then do that. But I guess singing. do anything to bring something in that I can hopefully talk to or interpret.
Now, I'm not going to ask you to perform, but I will ask
have
you,
it ready.
what is the song about?
I have a hunch that I won't be able to summon Dante. The reason why I have a hunch is because when I tried to do ascending, I was severely blocked by the Nave Lord. So what I'm trying to do instead is invoke whatever happened here. Maybe I can summon someone from the retinue or something like that. So the song is, honest to God, it's a breakup song. Because people interpret breakup songs in crazy ways, and there's always one breakup song on everybody's OC's playlist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say Dayu's singing voice is way more like, she's actually really loud and really powerful when it comes to singing.
Yeah.
She sounds like, in my opinion, she sounds like the singer Ado, Ado. If that bitch did more ballads.
Yeah.
So like she got a crazy range though. Like she's got a crazy range.
Mhm.
So yeah, there's growling when Dayu is what I'm trying to say.
Hell yeah. I love a little
Yeah.
auto moment. I have already rolled my dice. I would like for you to roll me D100.
New 100 shit. Okay.
Yep.
I was trying to push. Okay. D100. Is there any chance I could know if highs or lows are the thing, or do I just go with God?
Highs. You want high?
Highs? Did I use luck die for this?
No.
No? Okay.
That's because we're both rolling.
For both?
Yep, I rolled
I wish I
already.
had my roll from last time. This is still pretty high though, 78.
Okay.
My roll from last time was 98, that's why.
You unleash your song. You are determined to help your friend. You are determined to find out what happened here. And as your song echoes off of the rocks of the mountain, over the trees, through the wind, you feel something change. But it's maybe not what you expected. As pitch black burbling up from the stone, festering, begins to bubble up as if summoned by your song. The smell of it overwhelming, forming a ring around this space, and from it, claws and teeth and horns and all manner of terrible things begin to spring up and reach up from the ground as if reaching for the song that you sing. I would like for everyone to roll me Arcana. As these dark creatures begin to emerge from the stone.
At least I can do these. 18.
19. Natural 20!
Thank goodness. I got a 13.
Okay.
I got a 16 and I was excited about it.
I was hoping that
17,
as-
18, 19, 20.
As this happens, your exposure to magic has allowed you to detect when something is happening that isn't really there. And what you are seeing is a vision that all of you are sharing in this moment. as these creatures bubble up from the ground. You begin to see faint images of soldiers in armor, weapons drawn as they see these strange creatures. You hear their voices raise up over the song as Dayu is singing. What the hell is that? I don't know. Get the captain. Where's Lady Incineratus? And you hear them clambering, armor clanking, swords hitting against stone, not finding purchase against these creatures, and you watch as these warriors are utterly obliterated. They are ripped limb from limb, some of them really melted from the heat of the festering, basically to nothing. There's not even blood because it's so hot that there's nothing left of them but ash. And you watch as these people are just utterly destroyed and left in nothing, and nowhere in this vision do you see Dante. But you watch as this entire retinue, in the matter of bare couple of minutes, didn't stand a chance, not for a second, against the festering. They were not prepared. They did not know what they were up against. And as your song comes to a close, you watch as whatever is left of the bodies is left on the stone as the festering pulls back into the stone, down into the ground, leaving nothing but steam coming from the stone. All of you see this. All of you know it's an illusion, a replay of what happened. From whose perspective, you do not know. And I think that is where we will end it for tonight.
Holy shit, Mandy.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I think I have
exactly what I wanted.
I think I have just blown my players' minds, so I think we're gonna skip confessionals for tonight since we went a little later than we typically do. For all the folks who are here, thank you so much for the raids. Thank you for the follows. We play homebrew D&D here every Wednesday. I made this world and it's incredibly fucked up and weird and awesome and fun. We are going to have a VTM campaign, or chronicle here later this year in the summer, called Vice City by Night. It is about Miami vampire drug cartels. If you're into that kind of stuff, definitely, again, smash that follow button. Follow me on socials and things and stuff if you'd like. Feel free to join our Discord community. Follow us on YouTube if you want to catch up on what the hell is happening with Mistlost. You can start at episode 50 if you want, and work your way up to this episode. But if you really want to binge watch everything from the beginning, you'll get the full picture. So yeah, thank you to my amazing players. We will be back on Friday, 8 o'clock Eastern time, with the airing of episode 8 of Curse of Sapphics, the Curse of Strahd Pathfinder campaign that we are running presently, in which Strahd is a very toxic lesbian. The GM for that game is our very own Aki, and I am a player in that game. So if you are interested in evil queerness and scary horror things, definitely check that out. It's Pride Month. It's homophobic if you don't. And then tune in to Another World Tabletop on Saturday evening, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, for the next episode of Sanguine Dominion, where I almost said Aurora, where Charmy and I are hot vampire girlies in a coterie. So yeah, if you want to check those things out. And then after that, we'll be back next Wednesday, same bat time, same bat channel. We will see you all next time. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.